Japan Animate Gigantic Workshop Ghibli is famous for lighting-hearted classical literature Love, My Neighbor Totoro, but 30 years ago it liberated series of the Fireflies, a war anime in a strong communication how yet reverberates. The Shaw's end is foreshadowed of the begin. All one, a youthful boy Seda succumbs to hunger and day at the Sanomiya rail plant. Amongst his belongings found by a caretaker, a sugary tin comprising ash and several ivory patchy. The outwardly harmless canister is thrown in a neighboring box, producing his ghost that rises up and reunites in the phantom of his 4-year-old sibling Setsuko. Fireflies encircle the siblings and their history begins. September 21, 1945. How was the day I dead, Seda says in a obsessive narrative. Series of the Fireflies may carry the Ghibli behalf, but it is by no tool a usual family's cinema. It is excruciating and clear of its sense good predecessors, that may include deterred lot TV audience. But the deceased movie reviewer and historiographer Roger Ebert declared it to be a of the big war films always done. The anime conducted location for the U.S. bomb of Japan, salaried in the close stage of Planet War II and that turned on the firebombing of Kobe town. In any warfare, tragic is unavoidable, and the force in the narrative put in Takahata's at first-hand experiences, possessing oneself kept a destructive air attack on his coast hometown of Okayama. Wealthy in part and impressionist effects, the Workshop Ghibli Company founder's artwork brings to lifetime the humane effect of warfare. This immobility of calamity. Anything is driving but we sense their upheaval. He's a stage of clean membrane upheaval, as magnificent as it is horrifying. Present, the movie remnant not just pertinent but more than essential rather than always, on to Lim Ben Chu, and connect Prof in Japan teaching. Series of the Fireflies is an essential movie since it emphasizes, amongst some things, the importance of lifetime. It depicts the permanent tragedies and sufferings how Japan human beings had to suffer for the warfare. TV audience should as well vigorously be request why and how Planet War II was permitted to occur, Ms. Lim told. Knowledge Japan's historic war history will as well offer the auditorium a superior insight of events and will grow a common humanist mood to all warfare, that would show to be a more than efficient way of prevent next wars. Japanamerica's Roland Keltz added, Series of the Fireflies is a history sumptuously said, in all the equivocation and other guesses of the way lifetime is lived. Its history remnant pertinent present sense of how reality won. It tells on the fail of valor and nobleness in frantic occasion and in how path, he's nearly an against Hollywood movie. Hollywood will include you trust how heroes are necessary while times are hard. Isao Takahata shows us the lowly contrary, how while times are hard which you requirement largest is humbleness, forbearance and personality restraint. How's how one survives. Series of the Fireflies may include gained a repute as creature one of the darkest Ghibli films always done. But how has not stopped loyalist fans of resurgent discussion about the underestimated movie and its acute training session, in the debate yet lively 30-year on of its produce. For Lot, its communication on the humane effect of war yet resonates firmly. If nobody thinks anime is just done up of above-the-top face expressions, a lot of sex substance and banal teenager novel, look Series of the Fireflies and get ready to be tested 100% incorrect, wrote a fan on YouTube. On Reddit, one anime fan concentrated on the symbology of fireflies. This glowworm becomes a obsessive character of the movie as it represents both of the fatal flame bombs how dilapidated the family's town but as an icon of expect and persistence. Aware how the cinema is a metaphor for Planet War II and is so lot more than rather than the die of these two-letter. Series of the Fireflies is on the ensuing consequences of curtain untested nationism and the painful end of such how pursue it. The movie is not a artwork since he's sorrowful. He's a artwork since of the training session it teaches.